continue. Halacha number 5. On Shabbos and festivals, Mizmor LeSodah is not recited. Since the Thanksgiving offering, in whose place the psalm is recited, was brought as a voluntary offering. And an offering brought in fulfillment of vows and voluntary offering were not brought in a temple on Shabbos and festivals. So before we continue, so let's explain. So this Mizmor LeSodah, it's meaning that person who can bring offering when he has some good things happening in his life. Okay, he was waiting for a child. He got a new child. He was waiting for to meet his future wife. He that's happened. Or I mean he was looking for a job. He got a good job, stuff like that. So in this case, you can do. Or he was sick and he recovered from the sickness, so he can do this Todah offering. So Todah offering, my wife actually asked me, so what did we do today? She said we don't have. I said it's not true. It's not completely at least true. So we have Seudat Todaya. So Seudat Todaya, when something happened to you, when I don't know, somebody went I don't know, let's say it was a plane crash and guy was late and he got stuck in a security. And he was upset and stuff like that. And when he found out that his plane crashed where he's supposed to be on that plane, so he was very happy. So he would make a meal. So that's very proper when some good things happen in your life. So you make a big meal. You invite important people. You celebrate and you tell the story. So it is big Kiddush HaShem. But these things we don't do on Shabbos and festivals, right? All of the extra we don't do, right? All of the voluntary, like personal things we don't do on Shabbos. On Shabbos we only do for communion, right? So that's why we don't say this blessing in Shmona Esrei. Well, one of the reasons on Shmona Esrei we skip these things like per personal request, right? For health we don't say it during the Shmona Esrei. We then say this Gabbai on a beamer, right? He said the communion one. He said, and you can add the name whoever you want, but it's a different. So for community, you can ask for community needs, but personal, we do not ask. So that's where this Mizmor LeSodah goes.
Sorry, I have a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're not allowed to ask for personal requests during Shabbat?
Yes.
That's correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So meaning like that. That's why all of this middle section of Shmona Esrei is not there. So you ask for parnasa, right? You ask for sustenance, right? Or during the week, you ask for your I don't know, for all of this I don't know, for health. Also not. Why? Because it's not allowed on Shabbat. Like you have to have this mindset on Shabbat that everything is completed. That's it. So there is nothing else to ask. That's it. So HaShem granted me the health, whatever I needed, I'm healthy. So until up to this moment, I'm as healthy as I can be, basically. Okay. Maybe
Thank
on Motzei Shabbos it's going to change, but for now I'm good.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Continue. Mizmor LeSodah is also. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. So my question is like this: if that's the case, then, for example, why do we say after the Shemona Esrei on Shabbat for what's it called? May the expressions of my heart. And,
yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Why do we say that? And also we say, please make peace for us. Please make peace upon us and upon all Israel. Those are two.
Yes, exactly. So this I start from the second part of the question. So this peace upon Israel, it's a communal it's a communal request, right? You're not asking for you personal. You're not asking for a peace between you and your neighbor, right? You're not. You're asking for a peace for the whole Israel. It's communal request. It's absolutely valid. So all of these sacrifices were brought as communal sacrifices. Daily sacrifices, Tamid offering, they called, they were in the morning and afternoon. They were the same. Doesn't matter, Shabbat, not Shabbat, they're the same. On Shabbat and Yom Tov, they added extra mussar, extra extra, what you call it, this extra offering.
Rabbi, but wouldn't you be able to say that all the blessings in the middle of the Shemona Esrei are also for all of Am Yisrael? For example, rebuilding of Yerushalayim, restoration of justice, and everything like that. That's all for all of
yes, you're
right.
You're right. So, but exactly. So some of these blessings were personal requests. Some of them not personal, as you said, for Mashiach, for Yerushalayim. But our sages decided, let's take this part out completely. So on the one of the things about Shabbos, so you have to enjoy it. So they say we added so much. Pesukei de Zimra, it's I think like 3 times longer on Shabbos, right? So we added so much extra, so we don't want to burden them with extra things on Shabbos. So they completely removed that section. Understand? Of course, there is a deeper answer, but it's not for today, right? Why exactly it's different issue, right? So continue. All right. Yes. So Mizmor LeSodah is also not recited on the intermediate date of Pesach festival, right? So or Sukkot. So we call them Holomoed, right? Intermediate days, because the Thanksgiving offering is not brought in the temple then. Very interesting. On Pesach, at least on Pesach. So he's talking about Pesach. Since as accompanied to the Thanksgiving offering, one is required to bring 10 leavened loaves. That's the answer. So commentaries say the 40 loaves were brought in all, 10 which were leavened, and the leavened loaves could not be offered on Pesach. Okay, so it's very simple explanation. So we don't eat, and of course you don't bake chametz on Pesach, and that's one of the requirement of this Thanksgiving offering is to bring this loaves. So that's the reason. Since you cannot complete it by the requirements, so you're absolved. Meaning you're absolved and you're not allowed to read this psalm. It's like because you false testify, you're not bringing any offering. The Thanksgiving offering is also not brought, and hence the psalm is not recited on the day before Pesach. Right? So it says that on Pesach, as you all know, you have to get rid of the chametz until what was it, 5th hour, maybe 4th hour of the day. Or 4th or 5th. I don't remember. I mean, we try to get rid as soon as possible, basically. So basically not to put people in that situation. So maybe they would be late, and they try to bring this offering when it's too late, and now they got stuck with this chametz, and what they're going to do? They own it, so they say, do not on Erev Pesach, don't do it. For perhaps the Kohanim, would not be able to eat the 10 loaves, 11 loaves. So I mean, if you can eat it, no problem. But what if not? If they're very busy, that's the problem, right? By the time 11 products become prohibited. So let's see, maybe they're going to say at the end of the 4th hour of the day on Erev Pesach. Okay, so clearly, so end of the 4th hour, you cannot own, you cannot derive any benefit, you cannot have in your possession this chametz. Okay, and they would then have to burn the sacrificial loaves. So basically, they were sanctified. I'm sorry. Sacrificial loaves. So the proper procedure, they brought the animal and they have to eat the loaves. Now they cannot. There is not enough time to eat the loaves, so they have to burn. Right? That's not good. So commentaries say the Thanksgiving offering and its accompanying loaves may normally be eaten during the day it is offered and following night. Right? It says Vayikra 7:15. Okay. Any part of the offering not consumed during the time becomes disqualified as mussar and must be burned. So in a regular day, so they will have this day, night, right, to finish eating. So if not, then they would have to burn. So, but it's only like at here they have only a few hours left. So which is the problem. Similarly, it is not brought, and hence the psalm is not recited on the day before Yom Kippur. That's another thing, right? Because doing so would limit the amount of time that the loss of offering would be eaten, and thus bring sacrifice the state of disqualification. So also before on Erev Yom Kippur, every Erev means before day before, from the morning, it's already Erev, right? Even though Erev means evening, so it's not evening 9 in the morning, but we call it already. These days have a special status. We call it Erev. Okay, so basically, since on Yom Kippur, the fast starts like early. I think we have to check, but I think with sundown, the fast starts, right? Basically, the Kohanim don't have enough time, or as usually, as much time as usual to finish the bread, so we don't recite this psalm. So basically, if you look at your commentary on your Siddur and you have good Siddur, it should tell you not to read it. Okay, so commentary say, upon the start of Yom Kippur at nightfall, okay, no part of the offering would be able to be eaten. Okay. But okay, so why did they say? So I said not Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur, that day starts at nightfall, right? But the fast we start earlier, and we go and we say this Kol Nidre, special prayers, and you have to say special prayers while it's still day, right? And not it's already night. Okay, so before. Okay.